This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 541. It is the day after Christmas, and I'm just checking in with you, and I want to share my experience, my Christmas 2023 experience as a raw vegan. First of all, before I get into my day yesterday, I want to remind you that I understand if you don't want to work out. I understand if you don't want to drink a smoothie instead of coffee. I understand if you don't want to have a big, delicious, amazing salad with an amazing raw vegan dressing instead of a burger. I understand that. It makes sense, right? Your taste buds and your energy level and your body is craving certain things, drugs or processed foods or alcohol or whatever it is. I understand that you don't want to make healthy choices sometimes. I understand you don't want to get out of your house and go to that yoga class or do that really hard workout. You don't want to push yourself. You don't want to sweat. But let me just remind you, you also don't want to be fat. You also don't want to be lazy. You also don't want that extra 15 pounds. You also don't want to be sick. You also don't want to have health problems now or in the future. You also don't want to have to go to the emergency room. You also don't want to have to take prescription pills for the rest of your motherfucking life. You also don't want to be in a wheelchair or break your bones when you're older because you don't have muscles around your bones to protect them. You also don't want to live in a body that doesn't feel good. You also don't want to be a victim. I know that because you're listening to this podcast. Victims don't like me very much. They don't like this podcast. So you see, there are many things you don't want to do. Am I right? You don't want to be in your fucking current body another goddamn year. You don't want to have to suck in your stomach when you're at the beach anymore. You don't want to have to wear whatever size you're wearing if you are overweight. You don't want to have to suffer anymore now or in the near or distant future. So understand that when you're not feeling like going to the gym, when you're not feeling like going to yoga or HIIT or whatever you do for fitness, I'm assuming you sweat every day. I'm just assuming. And if you don't even expect to be in the best shape or the best health of your life. Don't you fucking dare. You got to earn that shit. You don't play yourself. Don't. Did you know that in order to have perfect digestion and wake up with a flat stomach and have great sleep and have great energy, amazing skin, you got to sweat? You got to move your motherfucking body? Did you know that? Because you can't just eat raw. I tried it. You can't just eat raw and have everything heal and feel amazing, perfect digestion. You're going to the bathroom 3-4 times a day. It's perfect. You're never bloated. You never have gas. You got to work your body. You got to move your motherfucking body. For that, health is many things, including, yes, eating a raw vegan diet or high raw vegan diet, but exercise is number 2. You want to have perfect number 2s? You got to fucking exercise, boo. Don't you dare try to get out of that, because I did, and it was a waste of time. I hated exercise my whole life. And now I realize that, there's many things I don't want to do. I don't want to go to yoga, which, by the way, I'm going to hot yoga. You guys know, right? I'm not going to no fucking goddamn restorative class. Yin. I'm not going to yin. I'm going to hot. It's called power yoga. Okay? So don't even think that this is yoga. This is the military fucking version of yoga. This is like yoga hell. So anyway, I don't want to go ever, never. But I also don't want to not go. I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to have the average person's body. I don't want to be overweight. I don't want to be bloated. I want to sleep good. I don't want to be feeling like shit, looking like shit. No. God, my creator, the creator of me, Jeannette Donofrio, they did not create me to be a sack of fucking shit. And I have a feeling they didn't create you to be a lazy sack of shit either. It's just a hunch. So this holiday season, it's not over, because I know. You, like the average person takes off these next 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like the week of Christmas and the week after, the average person takes it easy. They skip their workouts. They don't juice. They don't eat raw. They don't eat as much fruit. You're eating gluten and God knows what else the fuck they're eating. All these treats because, holidays only come once a year and I'll start again January 1st. No, you fucking won't. No, you fucking won't. If you don't start now, you'll never start. You'll never start. I promise you. Even if you sign up for my course, I have a course coming January 1st. If you wait until January 1st to start eating raw, you ain't gonna eat raw 2024. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to sell because I have 3 spots left, and I know I'm supposed to inspire you to think that everything's gonna change. If you join my course, you are gonna be the perfect raw vegan, fully raw. You're gonna be beautiful, lose all the weight. You're gonna be so disciplined starting on January 1st. No, you're fucking not. No, you're fucking not. Wherever you go, there you are. When you get to January 1st, guess what's going to happen? You're the same exact person. Now, if you do take my course, okay, I'll leave the information in the show notes, but if you do take my course, you will be different. You will get inspired. You will get all the knowledge, the guidance, the support, the accountability from me and 9 other women or men. It's open to women and men. You're going to get all that and you're going to know exactly what to do. But I promise you, if you're waiting for the course and you're waiting for me to do the work for you, yes, I can help you. Yes, I can guide you. Yes, I can support you and keep you accountable for 6 weeks. However, if you're not willing to do something right now, today, you ain't going to be successful. So don't join the course. Don't join the course. If you're going to gorge yourself and eat whatever you want this holiday season and then start on January 1st, then you are fucking playing yourself and you are a victim and you are I wanted to say loser. I feel bad. But you are a loser who's not going to lose a goddamn pound. And let me tell you why. Because you're doing the same thing you've done every year, thinking you're going to be different on a certain day. No, you're the same person wherever you go, whatever day, whatever town you're in, whatever city you're in, whatever year you're in. You're going to be the same fucking person until you realize you have the power in this moment to make a new goddamn choice. So I don't know what you're eating during these holidays, but if you're eating anything that's hurting you, if you're drinking anything that's hurting you, if you're doing something you don't want to do anymore, if you're consuming a product you don't want to consume anymore, then you are playing yourself. And you are a victim and you are disgusting. You are acting like a fucking fool. And I'm disgusted. I am so tired of people coming to me pretending that they are willing to take full responsibility for their own well-being, but playing the victim card over and over and over. Oh, I couldn't say no because I wanted to eat that thing. But you also want to lose weight. So which one do you want? Stop saying you want to get fit and lose weight and you want to be happy and healthy and have health freedom. Stop saying you want to be raw because you say you want that, but your actions are proving that you don't. You don't want that. You just want to pretend that you want that. You want to stay a victim. You want to fucking be like all these fucking victims on the internet. Just woe is me. I have it so hard. All my family's trying to sabotage me. They know exactly what I like and they bought all my favorite things. No, your fucking family loves you, you piece of shit. Your family doesn't know that you're raw because you keep fucking eating all the food that you say you don't want to eat. So how the fuck are they supposed to know what to buy you? How the fuck are they supposed to know your fucking boundaries? You don't have any. I'm sorry to shake you, but you deserve the truth. Because the truth is the only thing that will make you change. The truth is the only thing that will set us free. And if I'm just going to be nice to you, then what the fuck is the point? I'm just enabling you. Sure, you might be a great person, but you're wasting your fucking life and your potential. Victims never get what they want. And this is not even what the podcast was supposed to be about. But somebody needs to hear this. Somebody ate shit yesterday that they regret. And you are going to regret your whole life. Because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. You're going to regret your whole fucking life. So get your shit together starting today. And no, you don't have to stay home in order to eat exactly the way you want. I don't give a shit who is around me or where in the actual fuck I am. I'm eating raw no matter what. No matter what, because this is a free fucking country. I'm living in a free society, and I don't know where you're listening to this, but if you are listening to this in a country that forces you to eat something you don't want to eat, then I'm sorry. I personally would find a fucking way out of that country. Or if you're in a household where there are people living in the house that are forcing the spoon of ice cream in your fucking mouth, then get the fuck out of that house. Find a fucking way. But the truth is, oh, boo-boo, that's not the case. Nobody's forcing you to do anything that you don't want to do. Nobody's forcing you to eat any way that you don't want to eat. The only person stopping you is you. The only person forcing you to continually stop and start and lie to yourself and disappoint yourself and make yourself sick and make yourself feel guilty is fucking you. Sorry, this is not you. I don't mean to yell at you. I got a comment this morning actually on YouTube that sparked this whole thing. So let me read it to you. Okay? I love my followers and I'm grateful that you are here. There's 2 comments that really fucking got to me. Okay? Number 1. Soul.7 said, quote, all your excuses are lies? Question mark, end quote. Really, Jeannette? You mean all of your excuses are lies? Why are you being so judgmental? There are people who have a reason, not an excuse. And it is personal to them, not to you. I love your strong opinions and ego about the raw life. It clearly drives you and produces inspiration from you that helps others. But boo, I see no reason to dismiss the array of other people's thoughts on their experience as lies. Happy 2024 and to the much needed development of humility and compassion for you and for all of us. I'm not for you, Soul.7. I'm not for you. You're probably not listening to this podcast because victims don't listen to this podcast. Are you out of your goddamn mind? All of my excuses are lies, correct. And when I say all of your excuses are lies too, that is also correct. That is also correct. You don't like that? Don't listen to me. Don't watch me. Don't buy any of my products. Don't join any of my courses. Don't do anything and don't listen to or watch anything that I do because I'm not talking to you. I am existing to attract people just like me who want to break free from their excuses. You don't want to break free. I don't believe in excuses because my experience being miserable and unhealthy and overweight and having acne and being depressed and unhappy is that when I used to make excuses, that's what I got. That's what I got. Yes, you have a valid point. Everyone is entitled to think exactly the way they want. Absolutely. All of your feelings are valid. All of your thoughts, sure, go think them. By the way, you're not your thoughts. So that victim mentality, that's not even fucking you. That's the habitual old you. That's the false you. That's the false beliefs. Okay? That you've been believing over and over and over again for years. That it's not your fault that you're overweight. That it's not your fault that you are eating processed foods and you crave these foods. Okay. Anyway, I'm speaking from my heart to attract people that get me, that have the same kind of heart as me. I'm not for you. Perhaps you want to unsubscribe. Perhaps. It would be the best idea. I don't need the subscribers. I don't even give a shit. I don't give a shit because I know I'm going to attract millions of people, maybe even billions, that do think like me. I believe there are millions of people that do want to take control of their life and want to leave the fucking excuses behind. And that's why I wrote a book called it's called Raw Vegan Excuses. But really, I wanted to title the book, All Your Excuses Are Lies. But I did not. I wanted to also call it Excuses or Results You Can't Have Both. Both things are quotes from other people, so I decided to just say raw vegan excuses because all your excuses are lies are actually, that's a quote from Jocko Willink that I love. And excuses are results, you can't have both is a famous quote by Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I didn't want to plagiarize and create a whole book with their quote, which probably isn't their original quote because, of course, everything we say is just a plagiarism of the things we've heard in our life, right? We don't have original thoughts. Rare. It's rare. And when you do have an original thought, nobody fucking likes it. Nobody likes people that are original because original means different and different scares people. Just a heads up on that. So soul.7, you're a fucking victim and you can suck my fucking toes. Don't give me that shit. You wasted your fucking Christmas writing that shit? Phew, what a fucking waste. The other one, this is actually a nice person, and he watches a lot of my videos, and I do appreciate him, and thank you for the comment. However, the comment is straight up victim mentality, and please, again, ladies and fucking gentlemen, if you are passionate and really, really, really dedicated to staying a victim, then you better just hang up your coat now. And I'm not telling you to kill yourself, but you have absolutely no fucking chance at getting what you want. Okay? Again, I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm giving you reality. The reality is that victims never get what they want, ever. Ever. Victims are never happy. They never look like a fucking $1,000,000. They never feel like $1,000,000. They never have $1,000,000. Victims never, ever get anywhere in life. And that victim mentality is the reason your dreams are never going to fucking come true. All your hopes and your goals and your dreams, fucking throw them out the window. You can't be a victim and get results. You can't be a victim and a raw vegan at the same time. I've never seen it. You're never going to see it. I have so many people that I've worked with over the years that try to go raw and they cannot. They cannot because they refuse to release the victim mentality. They refuse to take 100% full responsibility for their own well-being. So this next comment, I didn't want to talk about this shit. I need some water. I literally had a whole other topic that I want to talk about. Hold on. But somebody needs to hear this. This needs to be said. Jeffrey de Chalice, maybe he's French. Jeffrey de Chalice. Okay. An hour ago, he wrote on my YouTube. And if you're listening, Jeffrey, thank you for being you because I see you, boo. You're constant. You're a consistent watch subscriber. You're commenting on my videos, and I appreciate you. This comment, though, no. Quote, Jeffrey wrote, I kind of fell off the raw vegan plant-based wagon over the holidays. Now I'm sick with allergies and a cold, so to speak. This really irks me to the point that I want to move and run away from my current living situation because I feel like I'm in health jail. Boo-boo, are you out of your fucking mind? Wherever you go, there you are. Do you know how many raw vegans live on my block or in my city or in the state of Florida? I decided, after 9 years of being raw in New York City, I decided to move to Miami, to South Florida, in order to be able to eat the highest quality, most delicious tropical fruit on earth. Okay. How many raw vegans do you think I know? Or how many raw vegans do you think live in South Florida? I know 0. So perhaps... Well, I know one, apparently, that supposedly is raw. But, fucking I don't live with her, so fucking I don't know what she eats. I live with me. I only know what I eat. I don't know any raw vegans in real life. South Florida? Paul Neeson. That's one. I don't know him, but I know of him. That's it. Robbie from Mastering Diabetes used to live here. I don't think he's here anymore. That's 2. And then Ms.FitVegan. That's 3. No. You can be raw wherever the fuck you live. Whoever the fuck you live with. Unless they're forcing you. Are they forcing you? Is anyone forcing you to eat something you don't want to eat? You're in control, Jeffrey. No one is ever going to force you. No one's ever going to stop you from being raw except you, boo-boo. And the saddest thing is that wherever you go, there you are. So get control of your fucking mind now. My prescription to you, Jeffrey, and every victim out there is to listen to David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me and Never Finished, and listen to all his interviews and put them on repeat until you break fucking free. Until you break fucking free. Or do Misfit Vegans. Put on Ms.FitVegan's fucking podcast or this podcast. Listen to this episode over and over and over until you fucking break free. You are in a prison. You are. Oh my God, he's so right. He said, I want to move away and run away. I want to run away from my current living situation because I feel like I'm in health jail. You are in a jail. It's your own mind. You are in a jail and you're not alone. It's like 99.99999% of the population are all in jails. In their own fucking prisons, behind their own bars, in their own cells. That's why we all have a cell phone. It's a fucking jail. Guys, understand this right now. This is it. And I'm going to let me just start the podcast over. Okay, I'm going to post this because it's valuable, but I'm going to start it over because I want to tell y'all about my experience at Christmas yesterday with somebody who fucking triggered me real bad. All right? And I'm grateful because, listen, comfort zones, you don't grow. You got to get out of your comfort zone. Sometimes people going to push your buttons, and that helps you to grow, okay? If people are just nice to you, if everybody's kind and everybody's loving, and everybody just does a raw vegan Christmas and Thanksgiving just to fucking support you, that's not going to help you grow. You're not going to get no growth from that shit. That's not going to help you stay raw if everybody brings raw food to Christmas. No, that's easy. Easy shit don't help you, boo. If you go for a walk, but you can run, the walk ain't gonna barely do shit for you. You're not gonna get in shape if you can run. Now, if you can't run and you can just walk, then okay, you're gonna get fit. But if you can motherfucking run, then you fucking run. And that's the only goddamn way you're gonna get fit and lose weight and grow, if you can run. But if you're in a wheelchair and you can't even walk, then the only way you're going to lose weight, just like my sister, is to move your arms and move your wheelchair, okay? And to eat a healthy plant-based diet. My sister lost over 100 pounds in a wheelchair, so don't give me fucking excuses. You know, that at the core, Jeffrey, it's not you. What's the other person's name? Soul.7, it's not you, boo. It's not you. The truth is that I lived with someone who had a brain tumor at the age of 2. I lived with and took care of my sister for 35 years. Her name was Jeannette Donofrio. She was the light of my life. She was my everything. And she taught me that there is no such thing as an excuse. Excuses or results, you can't have both. That's what Lisa taught me. My sister Lisa was in a wheelchair since the age of 15. She had a stroke during a surgery. She's had like over 100 surgeries in her life. And in one of the surgeries, she had a stroke and she lost the ability to move the left side of her body until she died at 35. Oh, wait, she died at 37. Okay. So for 22 years, she was paralyzed. And then she eventually wasn't able to speak or eat on her own or go to the bathroom on her own. Well, she couldn't go to the bathroom after 15, but you know what I mean? She could talk at least. Well, if you would have witnessed what I would have witnessed, then you would also not have zero patience, zero ability to accept anyone's excuse for the rest of your fucking life. Because my sister, Lisa, woke up every day of her life, every day for 37 years with a smile on her fucking face. Every day. She never even asked, why me? Not a once. She never made an excuse. She was never once a victim. She was happier than me. She was fucking happier than me with my 2 fucking legs and my 2 fucking arms, my 2 eyes. By the way, my sister lost hearing in her ear and sight in her left eye too, because everything on the left side, everything was gone. She had half a head too, because they took half her brain out when they did the surgery when she was 2 years old. Long story short is, I know that you probably don't have experience with somebody like this, so you don't understand what is possible, and you don't understand that you're making an excuse and you're a fucking pathetic fucking piece of shit. I understand that. But me, lucky for me, I was blessed. Somehow, God blessed me with a sister who could show me what a victim actually looked like. But yet, she was never a victim, not a once. Not a once. She never asked, why did I end up in a wheelchair? She never asked, why did I have to have a brain tumor? She never questioned or cried about or ever for 1 second, not for 1 second, did she ever play the victim card. Meanwhile, she's the only person on this earth that I've ever met that could have played it every fucking day of her life. She did what she was able to do until the day she died. The day before she died, she was playing Scrabble with her nurse, laughing, just having the best time of her life, listening to music, watching her favorite movies. She couldn't color anymore. She loved to color. She loved to do art. She couldn't do any of that anymore, but she was watching movies. She was doing what she could to have a good day, to spread joy, to be happy, and be productive in any way she could possibly be. She loved to be productive, but she couldn't do anything anymore. So before she was paralyzed, she loved to make art for people, and she loved to, do things, right? Learn new dance moves, and she loved to do a lot of things. She has a lot of passions in life. So when she got paralyzed, she couldn't do any more art. So she couldn't make anyone bracelets anymore, or she couldn't make gifts for people, but she could still write with her right arm. So until the day she died, she was making cards for people. She would always make cards for everyone. Of course, Christmas and holidays, birthday cards, but she would also just make random cards. Sorry. Just to show people that they were loved. So, I'm sorry, guys. So, every day she set aside a few hours of her day because, she couldn't go out. She didn't have, she couldn't go anywhere, really. It was very hard for us to take her out. She couldn't really get into a car because she's in a wheelchair, and she couldn't transfer to a seat. So I was saving up to get a car, to get a van that she could be in. But it was very hard for her, very hard for us to travel with her. But we went out once in a while, for sure, at least, once a week. We would take her to museums or movies and stuff. But long story short is most of the time she was at home. And she would set aside hours a day to make cards for people, to just remind them how loved they are and that she was thinking of them. And then I would mail them for her, and, she would send them to people from church, people she used to know. We don't have much family, so it was just random people, the neighbors or whatever. She just loved to make cards for people. And she made me many, many, many cards that I cherish. They're my most cherished item that I own. And she just wanted people to know that she was thinking about them. She just wanted people to know that they were loved. And she didn't have any other way. She couldn't speak at the end of her life. She didn't have any money, right? Of course she could have whatever she wanted. I gave her money, but she couldn't go out. She couldn't, buy things for people. She couldn't do things for people besides make cards. She couldn't speak anymore too. So she couldn't call people and tell them she loved them. I did teach her how to text. She had an iPhone, but, she had, like I said, she had a brain tumor, so she wasn't able to do everything. The long story short is that you are fucking pathetic if you think for 1 second that I'm going to feel sorry for you.
My sister didn't feel sorry for her. Why the fuck would I feel sorry for anyone else in this fucking world? I don't feel sorry for anyone besides the animals that are being abused and tortured and raped and murdered every fucking second of every fucking day. And my sister, I felt really, really bad for her. I feel bad for anyone that is physically unable to do things that everyone else is able to do. It's horrible to watch somebody being tortured by the medical industry with the radiation and the chemotherapy that she endured. She should have been a millionaire, okay? She should have been a millionaire because, well, I mean, this podcast is long enough, but the amount of radiation and chemotherapy that she was given at 2 years old is illegal now. And it is what it is. But if we had money, we could have sued the hospitals, but we just were poor people from Brooklyn. We didn't know anything, and my mom was doing the best she could. My father left when my sister was diagnosed, and before I was born. We didn't fucking have an easy life. My sister didn't have one fucking easy day of her life, but yet, she made the best of it. So don't ever in your life think that I'm the person to write to if you're looking for sympathy. It's just never going to happen. All of your excuses are lies. All of the things that you think are holding you back are lies. They're lies that you are telling to yourself. You want it or you don't. You do it or you don't. And just remember, yes, you might want to eat that thing that isn't healthy, but you also say you want other things too, right? You want to lose weight. You want to feel good. You want those things. So you want both things, so one of them has to go. One of the things you want has to go. Bring this mentality into 2024, and you will be more successful, happier, more fit, and healthier than you'll ever be in your life. You will be the healthiest you've ever been if you bring that mentality into the new year. It's the opposite too. You don't want to deprive yourself, and you don't want to be, at the dinner table with people eating fried chicken while you're eating a salad. You don't want to, what is the word that people say? I don't know. I can't think of the word, but you don't want to not eat certain things, but you also don't want to have a body that you hate. You don't want to go to the gym, but you also don't want to be overweight anymore and unhealthy. You don't want to go to the hospitals or the ENTs or the specialists and get the x-rays and be on the pills, but you also don't want to do what it takes to get off the pills. You can't have both. Which one do you want? Which one don't you want? You've got to get clarity. You've got to get serious. You are wasting and squandering your fucking potential. The podcast is over. Think about this shit and listen to it again, because you didn't hear everything you needed to hear. Okay? And next fucking time you dare think about feeling like a victim, send that shit to somebody else. It's not going to fly over here. There are no victims, only volunteers. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, boo.